Hey, how's it going, guys? It's me, Mike, and today I'm going to show you guys how to create a layout in Photoshop. So I've been getting a lot of questions, and a lot of people that sign up for my website is asking, on how to create layouts for, let's say, Ning and stuff like that. Mainly Ning, but MySpace and whatever. And this template that I have on my website is pretty much used. Well, you can use it for Ning, YouTube, Ustream, and MySpace that I've tested it out with. So go ahead to my website, head over to the forums, and search up Universal Template. Alright, so I'll have the link in the video description for that. Alright, so I'm going to my Photoshop, go to File, Open, and just gonna go search for my layout template that I have. And it's gonna look different from the one I have up on my website, only because I set it a certain way for me. Alright, so it's just gonna load up real quick, and after it's done, I'm just gonna show you some basic techniques you could use to kind of make your layout unique and something your network might need. So once you open up your after you open up your template, it should look like this. It should show like the body. This is what's called the body of it, or the layout, if you want to call it that. So we're gonna work with the sides first. So if you downloaded the template, you should see some sample text that should be right there in the middle, and you can disable that by clicking on the little icon right there. And you should see Mike's Designs on the left side, but you can disable that as well. Alright, and so right now my Photoshop is acting a little funny, so I might just close out Camtasia Studio. That might be it. Anyway, so I believe I'm still recording. You just double click on the side layout layer, and you can go in and change the gradient if you want to whatever you want it to be. And it could be red, it could be whatever color imaginable that you could create. So I'm gonna stick with the basic black, and I'm gonna change it to hard light, only because I want to apply another effect to it, like a pattern overlay. And a pattern overlay is gonna give me a combination of both my patterns and my gradient overlay, so it kind of get this cool unique effect. So you kind of make whatever you want, depending on your style and whatever patterns you have. So this is only my technique, something I kind of stuck with for a while, and you could do whatever you want, whatever pattern, whatever fit you need. So this one seems pretty cool, and I'm gonna press OK, and I'm gonna in fact select the stroke, and the stroke right here is in the side layout layer, which is what's controlled these side, I'm not gonna say banners, but these outlines. And as you can see, if I bump it up to 10, I usually stick to 10, and I'm gonna change the gradient to like a nice golden color, like that, maybe something softer, and press OK. And for the body layout, I'm gonna double click on that. That's essentially the middle part of this layout. And as you can see, I have that same combination of gradient and pattern overlay selected, and I'm just gonna select the pattern overlay, and you can give it that same pattern if you want, so everything would be the same, or you can switch it up and put a different pattern if you want. So I got this nice plaid. I think will probably go good with it. It's good for you to mix it up. So I got this nice grunge looking pattern, and it's like this cracked tile or floor type thing going on. So I mean, it kind of goes well with this layout. So I'm gonna keep the Mike's Designs on the side, and what I'm gonna do is go back to my layers to create a new layer. I'm gonna name it brushes, or let me see, I'm gonna call it I'll just call it brush. Okay, and I'm gonna select my brushes, and then I'm gonna select this little tab up here that's it's like this brush preset thing you can click, and what I'm going to do is select the brush around 45 and make sure the hardness is at 0. I'm going to select my shape dynamics and make sure the size jitter is up to 100 and the scattering is selected, and I'm going to, you can increase it or decrease it, but I'm going to put that to the very top, so that's 1000. And where it says brush tip shape, you're going to want to make sure your spacing is at least 100. 120 is probably good. And right here in this area, you can decrease or increase the hardness, so you get that blur shape into it. So I'm just gonna change my colors, and as you can see, if I go across, oh wait, never mind, I gotta change my layers. I gotta put my brush layer on top. Now as you can see, the effect that I'm doing is what I created with my brush preset. So I'm not going to do that right there. I'm going to align it on this side and just bring it down like that, so kind of get this cool effect like that. And do it over here as well. I mean, it doesn't have to be, spectacular or anything, but like, it's pretty cool. Now what I'm going to do is drop the opacity down to about 50 and double click on it. I'm going to give it an outer glow, so I'm going to click on outer glow, and I'm going to give it a nice orange or something like that, or blue. You see the blue kind of sticks out a little bit, and increase the size. And it could be whatever color you want. You can, yellow I think was probably, yellow was probably good, like this nice dark yellow, and press OK. Oh, by the way, the outer glow settings for it was, outer glow settings were 27 for that size of it. And I'm gonna leave it like that. You can go to File, Save, or Save As, and you're gonna name it to whatever you want. So I'm gonna put yellow pattern layout, and I'm gonna save it as a PSD, so I can always come back in here and re-edit it. Now that's creating layout, but I'm just gonna go one step further. I don't think I need to, but to create a banner, your banner size can be whatever size you want. But for on my website, I use 955 by 489, and what I'm gonna do is quickly go in here and create the same texture and everything. Or if you want, you can go back into your layers, your project that you made, right click on the side layout and copy that layer style. So when you go back in here, you just right click, paste layer style in, and then you have that same exact layer style. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a quick text, and I'm gonna increase the size, and I'm gonna call it I'm just gonna put Mike's Designs. I don't know. And I normally don't put everything on one, space it out like that, but it looks pretty cool. I'm gonna give that a layer effect, give it a drop shadow, and a stroke. Set the stroke to about 1 or 2, and if you want, you can give it a gradient stroke. I'll probably give the gradient stroke one of that gold effect that I placed, something like that, and increase it maybe to 2. Give it an inner shadow, drop the distance to 0, and leave the size at 5. And if you want, you can give it an outer glow as well, outer glow, and set the size to 10, like that. I'll probably disable the color thing and leave that at 2, like that. I don't know. It's whatever. Just something like that. Now I'm gonna quickly select my pen tool and do some cool effects here. This is optional. I'm gonna create a new layer, and with the new brush shape that I selected, that I have, I'm just gonna right click on that, make stroke path, select brush, simulate pressure. As you can see, it makes this cool effect that I had. I'm just gonna go ahead and delete that path now. Delete path, and then I'm gonna go into my layers, and I'm gonna right click on that brush and copy that layer style, and go ahead and paste it on top there. There we go. And it's a cool effect you guys can probably use on your layout. So you go ahead and go file, save as, and save it as a JPEG or something, and you're done. You got a complete layout. In my case, it's a complete layout, just a banner and a layout. You got something pretty unique. Alright, so with me, Mike. Please visit my Twitter at twitter.com/MikeDesigns155 and YouTube channel at youtube.com/BlueMike155. Catch you guys later. Peace.